There's like hammering going on back there, so sorry if you can hear that. It's kind of loud. Anyway, welcome back to my channel, and if you haven't been here before, welcome. Today I want to do something a little bit different. Well, every video I seem to be making right now is different from the last video, so I'm going to try and do a tutorial. I bet there's already a tutorial on how to make these kinds of bracelets out there, but I'm going to try and make one. Just, if anybody wants to get into making friendship bracelets, the best way to start, I think, is with a Chinese staircase bracelet. I don't know if that's the technical name for it, but it's very simple. All you need to know is like one knot. It's either like the forward knot or the backward knot, and you just repeat that over and over and over again. And they still turn out looking like pretty cool bracelets. I particularly like them. They're not as detailed. They're definitely not as big as some of the other bracelets where you have a ton of different strings. But these are just very simple, very beginner friendly, and I think they're just great for starting out. My cat has joined us, obviously. So anyway, let's get into this. So what you're going to need for this bracelet is string, of course. You could probably use yarn if you wanted, but this is just, I can't remember what it's called. It's called, like, floss. It's like, it's string. You can easily find this at, like, Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something like that. Usually near the yarn, actually. And what you're going to need is probably about an arm length of string, and you can choose whatever colors you want. This is just extra string from some bracelet I made at some point. I'm just going to pull some of this off. It's about the right length to make this kind of bracelet. My cat's playing with it. That's nice. I'm just going to take the extras, tie it back up, use it for something else at some point, because I don't throw away extra string. And so I'm probably going to do a twisted end, which means I want to have some extra string on the end for it to be able to tie around my wrist. My cat is really loving to play right now. So I'm going to leave probably about like 6 or 7 inches, and then I'm just going to get some tape and tape it to a surface. You don't necessarily need a surface to tape it to. I just prefer it to not be moving whenever I start knotting. I should probably tape that. Yeah, that's fine. So what you want to do is whatever color you want to start out with, you want to take that string, and since purple's right here, I'm just going to start out with purple. And a forward knot, all you have to do for that is make this 4 shape. There's my cat, he's over there, he's not in frame right now. But you make a 4 shape, and then you reach under. Sweetie, don't play with that. Okay, come on. Yep, you're gonna go down. So obviously my cat is in here with me right now. So you're going to make a 4 shape, just like that, and then you're going to reach under this string and pull that purple string forward. So it should look like the string is going all the way around, and you can't pull it out without pulling this string around all the others. And what you're going to do now is just take that string and pull it up to the top. And for a full knot with bracelets, you usually have to do that twice. So again, you're going to make this 4 shape, and then you're going to go under the strings and grab the end of that string and pull it through. And then you're just going to take that and pull it up. Now, you want to be holding these bottom strings tightly so that they don't get interwoven with this string. And so with the Chinese staircase, I think that's what it's called, you just do this color in the forward knot, which is just the 4, and then you reach under, and my cat is back, and you reach under and you pull it back up. Yep, here he is. Okay, honey, sweetie, that's not helping the video, obviously. And you're just going to do that many different times. You make a 4, you pull it through, and then you pull that knot up to the top. And so you're going to do this as many times or as big as you want that little purple section to be. And here my cat is again. I should just kick you out of my room right now, obviously, but I won't. Yeah, sweetie, you need to not be on the bracelet. Wonderful sound of tape. I think you can still see it. And then you're just gonna make that. Yeah, you're getting moved again. Come on. Come on. I know. You're not helping the process. And you're just going to make that nice 4 shape and pull it through and pull up and you just make as much purple as you want. You can make it really big, you can make it really small, it doesn't matter. Usually if you want it to look even, you'll count how many of those 4 knots you make. I'm going to call them 4 knots because they look like 4s and then it's a knot. Usually you want to memorize how many you make of each color so that they look even. So I'm going to probably do 10 of these purple ones, and then I'm going to come back and show you how to change colors. And then you pick out your next color. So I'm going to go with black as my next color. And this is nothing fancy. You just take that black, you make a 4, you go under the strings, you pull the black through, and then you pull it up. And that's 1 knot on this. And then you just make another 4, pull it through, pull it up, and that's 2. And then you just keep going until you get to 10 again. Then once you get to 10, if you want to like pull your knots down a little bit so that they're a bit more spaced out, not so cramped together, you can do that. And then you can just go to your next color, and I'm going to make my next color green. So I'm just going to pull that out. I'm going to make a 4, go under the strings, pull it up, and then do that again. And there's the 2 knots. This kind of reminds me of Halloween a bit. If the yellow was orange, it'd be like perfect, but since I just pulled these out, it didn't matter too much. Okay, now once you think that you have it long enough and you can get it to wrap around your wrist or however long you want it, I'm going to show you now how to make twisted ends, which are usually the ends that I make on all my bracelets. So what you're going to do for these is, well, since this is a Chinese staircase, you don't really need to bring them all to the center because all of them are already in the center. You're just going to want to split up your strings about equally. Here I've got like 3. I have a total of 6 strings, so I'm going to have like 3 in each. And then just to make them look a little bit prettier, I'm going to twist all of these together. Now the trick is you want to twist them towards the same way. So I'm twisting this side all this way. That's a weird way to do the pointing thing. All this way, so I'm also going to twist these guys the same direction. So either way you twist them, you want them to be twisted in the same direction. And then you're going to want to twist these a good amount. They're already wanting to twist up on me. So you're going to twist these, and then you're going to take all that string and you're going to just put it in a knot. You're going to wrap it around, put all your strings through that hole, and you're going to tie it. And then as you can see, because you twisted them in the same direction, it comes out and it twists those ends. And it looks really cool, this is why I always love twisted ends. And then you're going to do that to the other side. What I like to do for it is bring this top end down so I can make the ends about the exact same length. Because I don't know, it always bothers me when like one side's longer than the other. I don't like it. So again, we're going to twist. We're just going to take them and we're going to twist them in the same direction. So again, I'm going to twist them this ways, and we're just going to do that on both sides. You want them really, really twisted so that they twist together and they make a really cool looking thing. And then you take those strings and you knot them together. Push that through the right end. And to make them equal, I just bring this top one down, and it's not wanting to stay under the tape, so I'm just not going to make it. Bring this top one down, and I just tie it till they get to about the same spot, and then try and keep that knot as centered as possible. Look at that little twisted end. It's so pretty. I love how they look whenever they have like all the colors interweaving too. And so those ends, one's still a little bit longer, but that's not too bothersome. I can try and adjust that a little bit. And there, those ends are not in frame, obviously. Those ends are about the exact same length. And then you just want to cut off the ends. I don't cut them directly at the knot because then the knot will come undone. I leave, I don't know how much that is. Is that like a centimeter? I think that's about a centimeter. I leave about a centimeter of string on at the very bottom so that those knots won't come undone. And I'm just going to take this tape, move it away, and your bracelet's done then. It was very simple, pretty easy. You know, if you want to make a bunch for a friend, you can do that. I mean, we used to do this all the time at camp, where you would just make these and then give them away to friends, and they'd be like little friendship bracelets. It was so much fun. But yeah, there's I think it's called the Chinese staircase bracelet. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope I taught it well enough. I'm not very good at this. This is the first one I've made. Thank you for watching. If you like this, you can subscribe or share it with friends or whatever you want to do. I hope you found it helpful. And I'll see you in my next video if you decide to be there.